What up? It's K.Honesty, and I'm about to review Tyler Perry's The Oval, Season 5, Episode 3. So if you haven't seen the third episode of Season 5 of Tyler Perry's The Oval, turn this video off right now. Go watch the episode, come back and watch this video. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel. It's a simple and free way to support my channel. It literally takes less than 4 seconds to do. So if you spend 4 seconds watching this video, you can definitely hit the like button and hit the subscribe button, because I don't only review The Oval, I review other shows as well. I got to do 2 more after this. I'm also not a public speaker, so I will tend to hear, you're going to hear, you're going to hear so. I might fumble my words, might stop to regain my thoughts. Definitely going to be looking at my notes that I take throughout the show. Anything I say is my opinion. It does not reflect anyone or anything associated with the show. These are my thoughts and expressions. No one's paying me to be biased towards, against, none of that. Also, comment below what you thought of the episode, what you thought about what I talked about. If I forgot anything, if I was off on anything, comment below what you would grade the episode. I like to grade the episodes before and after my reviews. I'm going to grade this episode 3 of Tyler Perry's The Oval, Season 5. What happened on this jump? Nothing really happened on this episode. Everything really happens the next one from what I saw. So I'm gonna give it a C minus. It wasn't really nothing going on in this episode that I can remember. Maybe I up my grade at the end. That's why I do it at the beginning and the end, because sometimes I can't remember. So for now, I'm gonna give it a C minus because I can't remember that much. Okay, so last chance, if you haven't seen episode 3 of season 5 of Tyler Perry's The Oval, turn this video off right now because I'm about to spoil the entire episode. Okay, let me get a swig of water right quick. All right, so the episode starts from at the end of the last episode when Kareem, what's his name? What is Sharon's boyfriend name? Kareem or Raheem? I think it's Kareem. So Kareem's in the hospital still. Dale's in there with him. And Kareem's cousin Antonio comes in. And that's where it starts off at, because that's where it ended in the last episode. I don't know what I want to do. I don't know if I'm hack code. This junk will be down. It's going to be up. It is what it is. But, Dale, like, he's like, I'll go. He tries to leave the hospital room immediately. And Antonio's like, nah, you ain't going nowhere. So he's like, ain't you the dude that tried to do something? I can't even remember what they was talking about. It was so much going on. But he basically tries to blame Kareem's situation and he's him in this hospital bed on Dale. Oh, excuse me. So Dale immediately like, it wasn't me. I didn't do this. So Antonio like, well, who did it? Like, you know who did it. So Dale's like, I don't know who did it. Even though he lying, he know Karen did it. I mean, keep saying Karen. Sharon did it. So Dale's like, he don't know. So Antonio's asking him who took his drugs. Like, who took my shit? So Dale's like, I don't know. So Antonio pulls out a gun on him. He lifts his shirt to show his gun. And he like, are you coming with me? So, yeah, so back at the White House, Donald, he goes to Victoria. They outside of the little bunker where they holding the VP's wife. I just realized, I ain't even gonna lie, I looked her name up. Her name is Simone, because I forgot what her name was on the show. The vice president's wife, Simone. So, they outside of the bunker where she being held at. And Donald tells Victoria, oh, I just got sent home by the VP. So Victoria's like, girl, bye. He's like, no, she said, bye, girl. Like, basically, like, get the fuck on. You got sent home, bye, girl. So Donald's like, if he gets a hold of Hunter's files, of the president's files, this, that, and the third. So Victoria don't seem to care. So Donald get to telling Victoria, well, I hope you got a plan B because you seem to got it all figured out, seemingly, or whatever. So Victoria, she basically tells the guard, like, don't let him in to talk to Simone. Under no circumstances. They always telling these Secret Service agents not to do something, and then the motherfuckers do it anyway. Because somebody else they be like, you telling me not to know? Like, it's just always somebody. Like, come on. So the moment I thought I was waiting for, Bobby, he shows up to the White House finally. Max like, finally you got here. So Bobby's like, it's kind of hard to walk, to be fast when you get shot. So Sam said something, I can't even remember. And Bobby was like, you want to explain that weak ass shit you did? So Sam, I can't remember what he said, he just walked off. So Bobby started telling Max what Sam did, shooting him with the rubber bullets. Max cracking up laughing. He was like, man, I told you. Bobby's like, I don't want to hear that right now. Max like, man, he obviously didn't want to kill you. He was like, maybe you'll leave Priscilla alone. So Bobby talking about something. I don't care about Priscilla. I don't care about nobody. Fuck her and fuck all of them. Da da da. So Maxie steady warning Bobby like, you need to leave this alone. And then then Max fills Bobby in on what all he missed. Hunter overdosing and VP being sworn in, Jason getting away, all that stuff. So the VP calls Max and Bobby in his office. He tells them he sent Donald and Cal home. He don't want to see them around. So Bobby asks VP about his wife. The VP's name is Eli, because I forgot his name too. I looked it up too. So Eli Simone, whatever. They wasn't that relevant until a couple of episodes ago. I feel like. I don't know. I feel like after the whole press secretary situation, that's when we started seeing the VP and his wife. So of course it's gonna take me a minute to learn their names. Goddammit. Anyway. So they asked him about his wife. They're like, so Bobby's like, should I secure your wife, sir? So he was like, oh, she's away with the kids. So we found out he is. I mean, we knew it, but we wasn't sure if he was in on the plan to hold her in this bunker or whatever. But, because she was remember last episode, Victoria was telling Simone in the bunker, like, oh, Eli, this was his plan all along. So couldn't really tell if it was Eli plan on that, but now we know it was his plan, basically, because he's like, she's away with the kids. So I was like, damn, shaking my head. He really doing this to his wife. And like I said before, no offense to the first lady, but Sam's wife is bad. Eli's wife is bad. Why are y'all cheating on y'all wives with this woman? Like, she's not even better looking than them two. I'm sorry. Like, y'all got these bad chocolate women. Y'all just did, like, y'all doing anything. It's annoying. But anyway, I just went off the rails. What was I talking about? Yeah, so he told Bobby and Max, his wife, was away with the kids. So the VP puts Max on the president, watching him being outside the infirmary, whatever. So Max was like, I don't think that's such a good idea. He was like, I'm concerned that if something happens to the president, they're going to try to blame you, sir. And what we found out later in the episode, apparently Eli knows as much. So he tells Eli all of this. So Eli Max suggests that somebody from the president's details should be in there with him, just in case something go wrong. So he suggests Cal, of course, because, he want to be near Cal. Any chance he get, he can fuck with that nigga or do whatever. So, of course, Bobby trying to get VP not to approve. He like, nah, I don't think that's a good idea. Maybe someone else. Max is like, no, Cal is fine. He'll be fine. So the VP was like, Cal is fine. Like, tell him he can stay and you could be in that room with him. So then Bobby and Max, they leave the room, and Bobby, he basically like trying to warn Max. And Max is like, nigga, this is like basically pot, meat, kettle. Cause like, nigga, he's like, you got the nerve to be warning me about somebody and you out here doing all this reckless shit. And Bobby like, it's different with the situations I'm going through with. No, nigga. So the little Secret Service agent that gave Hunter the drugs, Alonzo, he's at Donald's house waiting in the living room for him. Lily's like, what are you doing here? Like, Donald told me to wait specifically right here. Da, da, da. So she's asking all some types of questions. He's not answering. Yes, yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. I don't know, ma'am. I can't answer it, ma'am. All that. So she started telling him about what the police dude came in there and did. Shot two of the agents. Killed the dude in the bed. Started checking Alonzo out and was like, "Oh, I think Donald wants you here because he want to fuck you." He was like, "Don't do it up in that bed. It's already been a dead body up there." He was like, "I'm sleeping in the." She was like, "I'm sleeping in the guest room. Y'all could have a bloody bed." That scene was just unnecessary. I don't know what they wanted us to get from that. I feel like they done ran out of shit to give us with Lily, so they just gave us that. I don't know. Because Bobby ain't fucking with her no more. That shit was it was alluring at first. We thought something was going to happen. Now it's just like she's stuck up in the house. She's threatening her family, so she can't do nothing. So it's just like, nigga already came in there and tried. So what are we getting with Lily? Nothing. So Cal, he's still posted outside the infirmary. Donald comes over and tells Cal get the doctor. Doctor comes out basically saying like we trying everything. So Donald tells he tells the doctor not to let the president out of his sight. He was like, especially don't let the first lady down here. He tells the doctor somebody trying to assassinate the president. He tells the doctor Hunter got 24 hours to wake up on his own. If not, you better try something drastic, basically. So the doctor, he goes back in. Max comes over. Cal trying to stop Max from going. He's like, you can't go in there. Max, I told y'all I'd be fumbling my words. So Max is like, oh, yes, I can. He was like, I've been assigned to the president. So he was like, he really wants you in there? He was like, oh, he wants Cal in there too. So Donald was like, what is he up to? And Cal was like, I don't know. Max was like, I don't know what you mean, sir. So Donald leaves. It's just Max and Cal there now. Cal like, this should be fun. I'm like, Max, you can't do nothing to him right there. Y'all are literally outside the infirmary. Supposed to be guarding the president. You can't try nothing right now. I don't know why you were so geeked to get for him to be assigned with you. I don't know what that was about. So Alan's, I got trying to get the bleeding, gotta cut it. They probably like, why she pull out them big ass scissors? If you don't watch my reviews, my day get the bleeding, I cut my shit with them on scissors. Anyway, so Alan, he in jail, and some guy that's in his cell with him, trying to ask him questions and shit like, what you in for? And Alan not really paying him no mind. And then the dude tells Alan he was sent in there to kill him. He was like, you stole drugs from the wrong people. So then he pulls out a shank. So Alan, he steady yelling, guard, guard. And the dude, like, they already was paid to let this happen. He was like, as soon as shift change and them lights go out, you done for. He was like, it ain't no offense to you. They told me if I ain't do it, my family would die. So Alan about to possibly get shanked up. We don't know. So remember the first lady told that agent outside of Simone's bunker, don't let Donald in. Didn't take too much convincing. Donald was like, you work for me. Basically, the agent lets him in. Donald telling him like, who you think she gonna take down with her first? You. And he lets Donald in. I be looking at the screen to see if it's don't lit, if it's lighting. So Simone was basically like, if you ain't here to get me out, we ain't got nothing to talk about. So Donald tells her like, I think Eli and Victoria are working together. He was like, I think you know it too. Simone steady insisting that she want to talk to Eli first. I'm like, girl, how do you not know by now that he set you up? If he getting sworn in as president, the first thing he would want, and he knows that the people would want, is that his wife be by his side. and his kids. So why hasn't he called, came look for you yet? Obviously, you're getting set up. She just can't see it. So Donald telling her, like, I can arrange you talking to Eli, but I want to know why you and Victoria were fighting. She told him about Victoria saying that they was together, her and Eli. So Donald was like, it makes sense now why Victoria immediately went to Eli after what happened with Hunter. So Simone, she say to Donald, like, you just trying to find stuff on her because she got so much on you. You just don't want to. I mean, you trying to run and hide basically. So Donald, he telling Simone, like, you may think your husband is a Boy Scout, but if he working with Victoria, then we all screwed. So Simone's like, I don't care. I don't want to talk to nobody but my husband. I'm just like, he gonna feed you a whole bunch of lies. It's not gonna happen. I'm wondering how Donald gonna think he gonna arrange this. He just fired your ass. So I'm just wondering, but I mean, he still got strings in there because you can see he still in that bitch walking freely. So they go back to the hospital. Nancy in there still tripping out, saying Barry's dead and talking about she basically describing the powders that the Rockadoo she threw in her face. They was colorful. She's saying that she saw Callie, a whole bunch of stuff. So Richard's steady trying to get her to calm down. Doctor comes in. Richard tells the doctor, you stay with her because I'm supposed to be going down to the morgue because I've been putting it off. I need to see a body. So I forgot all about that he was supposed to be viewing a body. It slipped my mind. So I was like, he do in a way know that Barry's dead. He just never identified the body. So now we at the Rockadoochee compound. River and Jason sitting down looking like brothers. River basically trying to get Jason to join the Raku like he got a choice now. Starts telling them about their disdain for the government. Jason starts to grin like, yes, you guys hate the government. I hate the government too. He starts asking who the highest is. River starts explaining, like, he's our leader, you know. He's like, tells Jason, like, you're safe here. Jason's like, I just need to get a phone and leave. River, you know, he pulls that same shit they pull on people. You can, in the morning. You can get this in the morning. They always promise people shit in the morning. So they can fill them up with that food, that drugged up food and shit. And then they don't even think about nothing else no more. He already eating the food. Matter of fact, as they talking, he eating the food. So he putting that shit in them already. So River telling him, in the morning you'll get the phone and meet the highest. You can get up out of here. So the guard from the hospital, T from the Parkers, they outside the morgue telling Richard like the body looked like it was a drug overdose. They head into the morgue and the mortician pulls the thing back. It's definitely Barry's body. Richard looked like he about to throw up. They asked him if it's him. Then we get this cringe ass scene. Victoria, she calls Eli up in the White House. You know, he in the Oval, she in the residential suite, whatever. She's like, I want you to come up here, make love to me in this bed, whatever. So Eli's like, you think that's smart? Like, he's like, you know what? I'm the president. So he starts telling Victoria what he did. He was like, I put Max on the president just in case something go wrong. He can take the blame for it. So I was like, oh, this nigga's more cynical than we thought. Okay. So he tells Victoria, I'm about to come up in a little bit. Okay. Then we get this last scene at Priscilla and Sam's house. Sam come home. Priscilla's like, I told you you're not staying here. I was like, we're still on this. What the hell? It's been like, how many seasons? She talking about he ain't staying here. What? Me, honestly, I thought that when he came in and shot Bobby up and was like, now bitch, go home and clean my drawers. What did he say? Something like that. I thought that turned her on and she was going to be home waiting for him. And I thought this little argument was going to turn into some sex. I'm not even going to lie. That's what I thought. So Sam said, I am staying. This is my house. They go back and forth about the cheating, you know, the back and forth. I was faithful. Sam gets up. These men come rushing in, grab him up. Couldn't tell if they was beating him up or just trying to grab him up. And I was like, oh, dang, I forgot that Richard and Priscilla are undercover CIA agents. So I'm like, are these Priscilla's CIA friends? Or maybe it's just Priscilla. It might be just Priscilla, I think. No, it's Richard too. Richard and Priscilla work for the CIA, yeah. They just in there undercover as kitchen staff. But yeah, I was like, maybe they Priscilla's friends, her CIA friends. Came in there and grabbed Sam up. Because Sam not CIA. Because he been trying to figure out what Priscilla been doing. From season 1. He knew she had some other shit going on. He just didn't know what it was. Still don't, I don't think, to my knowledge. But that's how the episode ended. Like I said, what did I say in the beginning? C minus, C plus, maybe C minus, whatever. That's how I would grade it. Predictions for episodes to come. We saw the president woke up. I mean, we knew that was going to happen. Who didn't know that was going to happen? We see the president woke up. We see Richard identifying Barry's body, of course. And then we see Victoria taking Eli into the residential bedroom. So it's like, oh, I guess Hunter going to come in there and catch them or something. I don't know. But it's about to be a shit show because now Hunter's woke. So those are my little predictions for episodes to come. Thanks for watching this review. And comment below what you thought of the episode. What you thought about what I talked about. If I forgot anything. What you would grade the episode. Comment below. And like this video and subscribe to my channel because I don't only review The Oval. I review other shows as well. I got to do 2 more after this. So I will see y'all in the next review. Peace.